All right, good morning. Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today is Wednesday, February 28th, 2018. Boy, I'm really screwed up today. So let's try this again. And today is Wednesday, February 28th, 2018, last day of February today. And I am looking at the inventory report, or my CLPIT strategy, and we are just a couple minutes away from the inventory report. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to Wapner. Highest volume bar is 1843. It's blue, and it came in at 832. I've got an arrow on it right now over here. And you can't see it when I minimize. 2/3 stop today is 11. And a 3P target's 59, but we're going to be going at 137 to start with. 7P target. And we're all set, ready to rock and roll here. Waiting for the inventory. Once again, just a reminder, I'm not allowed to trade. Well, funded, you can do anything in the combine. In the funded account, you're not allowed to trade or in FTP a minute prior and a minute after the inventory release, so you need to wait basically for 9/31 print on your charts. I say that every week just so we are kosher. Now obviously if you're not trading at Top Step Trader, you can do whatever the hell you want because you're not locked in on this. Although I would tell you, being positioned in front of this trade or report can be a huge mistake if you catch the wrong side of it. Before you get stopped out, it could run against you. It could run 50, 60, 100 ticks against you if it wanted to do something like that. You think, oh no, it can't. Though, yeah, the market can do anything it wants. And the sooner you come to that decision basis on your own, or you see it for yourself and therefore your eyes have seen it. For me, it was 2 words from Alan Greenspan back in the day called irrational exuberance, and then watching the bond market go down 3 points in seconds. All right, we see we have a red bar volume. We're going to use it as a failure bar to start with, and then if it makes up its mind it wants to go up, we will determine that a little bit later. 1520 is not higher than the highest volume right now of 1843 as well. That was the low printed yesterday. You see a lot of red here. Could be trying to Wyckoff stopping volume. Straight down here. Want to hold. Right now, what I'm going to tell you is your initial entry to short is 48. 2058. That ends up being highest red bar volume there. go with 65 to be long. No, call it 67. This bar right here is highest volume bar on the red side. We have some Wyckoff stopping volume in here that may or may not play out. Looks like a good amount here to be at 51 for short now. Eliminating the long signal. Initial target on the down is 62.31. We're going to go with a 12 tick stop loss and be a little higher than that right there. We'll run with 67 as a long still. $61.59 is the GAN number down. And we're at 61.14. We're going to move to 61.33. The market is trading in between S1 and S2. Pivot point. Where is R1? Or S1? It's trading in between a pivot point and S1. My apologies. We'll go ahead and go at 62. $61 now. $31, then $12. 3P target is 61.92. We're going to go ahead and eliminate our long for now. We will readjust or use the 200 bar to help us make a long decision now. Two-thirds stop is 62. 11 ticks. You're going to have an opportunity to catch this blue bar, crossover back down, crossover. If it wants to go up, hopefully we can catch that move. If it wants to head down, that's what I'm expecting right now, until we start seeing some more volume. Highest bar is red though, so that could stop it, or it's going to become a failure bar, which it's trying to be a failure bar, but who knows. Made a new low by what? Not that many ticks. 3 ticks again. Trying to form a base here. Could go up or down. Looking at the inventory report itself, there was 3 million actual, 2.4 forecasted, so they didn't miss it by much. Expecting a surplus. Market trying to beat this lower high pattern right now. Good place for a reversal here. Not going to take that reversal now. Now I'm going to wait on any long signal. I want to see it move up, come back down underneath and then catch it like somewhere around there. 1P was hit, and we see a high volume bar spike. See if that's all she wrote to the short. Highest volume bar, some stop running. A lot of times when you see it like this, it's stop running. Works on the other side just as well, but it's harder for me to see. $31.26, $9.43 print. The 2P target. Breakpoint 43, we'll use that. $43 plus 5 is $48. S2 is at 61.75. Next down target is 62.31. And that right there is your 3P target, 62.31 is one, 62.12 is the second. $61.59 is our Gann number today. When you see a high volume bar like this, what you need to see is some Wyckoff stopping volume. We're seeing a little bit of it right through here. Usually, normally to stop the short dissension. Looking at our 15-minute chart, you can see the all-out fallout. If we could have caught it right there instead of having to wait. The signal could have easily been taken at 9 a.m. and I'll show that a little bit later. With a day like today, you could have probed the market. All right, 37 plus. Kind of want to hold this right here until we break down to 2p if we're going to go. I don't really want to be on top of this yet. But although if it goes up to here, it probably goes up here and on. So locking in 1/43 might be a wise decision today. If the market wants to rally quickly, it will. We're going to lock in 5 ticks personally. That's our thing here. This is where I get the most grief, is this pullback that comes if it's a false pullback. You know, fake outs can come in twos. Here's part one, and it could come again just enough to run us out and then go down its merry way. Or this could be the bottom of the day. We just don't know it yet. $62.20 is low. Last low before that was $62.53. And you notice I put these trend lines on to help determine where there could be a possible change of direction. Let's look at the hourly chart and let's do an extension. Choose this, and that. Right now the extension is saying it could run to 61.92 on the hourly chart. That's right where our 3P target is today, by the way. Be interesting to see if we can get there. $41 plus 5 ticks now is 46. We can officially start following our 200 bar SMA here. It's a market that's going to shoot up here for a little bit, looks like. Probably take us out. It's looking like it wants to shoot out. Something's holding it back though right now. Maybe they haven't positioned themselves properly yet. We'll go ahead and lock in that 41 now. Let's not be stupid. We got it on the table, might as well take it. If it wants to rotate this way, it's going to go quickly. What I want to see is something like that to the long. Our highest volume is red, so if it wants to stop, retesting lows, can we break through? We're going to hold 3 ticks higher. We'll go 39 right now. Gann signal once again is 61.59. About 70 ticks from here, 65, whatever you want to call it. And we're looking at, personally, I'm looking at 61.33. To flow through the S2 level. No, I'm going to hold at 41. I'm going to give this 5 ticks. I don't want to be in a whole number, so I'll hold 41. Let's do one more extension, just so we know where that is, 61.92. Let's use one more extension here. Let's use this whole bar. Good. So that's what I'm going to use. 61.24 is 100%, and this wins the combine down here today. That's why I'm holding it. I'll take a lot less, but that wins the combine if it wants to come through it. Now I will hold 39. See what happens when it gets through the 20 mark, how much power it's got to run down here. Those Fibonacci traders know that 61.92 could be a good buying area. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them run it down there and then try to buy it. And obviously the pathway to that is getting through the 20. Down to 14, close to the 2P mark. No high volume to speak of there. Looks like we got some more business to do down here. always get surprised when the market, okay, that's expected to come back to break point. Next break point was 20. Kind of expect that. That's a line, not a trend line. Let's get rid of that. Kind of expect it to do something like that. It come to break. I'm going to back up here. We're to it, but not through it. Where's my entry point? 62.51. Right there. To it, not through it. We'll go ahead and hold a 1P target less 2, hold 62.33. We're going to hold 34. 3 ticks off of 31. 5 ticks off of S1. Expect to move to S1. Let's see what happens there. First time up to the 200 bar SMA. Still expect a market that it can head down here. At least back down to breakpoint back to here. This is a reversal signal here. Oh, just don't like it yet. Looks like a market that wants to form another triangle. Back down to here. So that is a reversal signal at the 33 mark. All right, never mind. This might shoot up and straight up from here. I'm not convinced of it yet, though. We've got our GAN signal coming across prices here. I hate giving up profit too. Prairie dog. There's number 4. So now there's power to this short this is the time it's going to break. 1, 2, 3, here's 4 coming down. Complete the triangle. Can it complete this triangle? I recognize that it can go long here. I just don't want to trade it. I still think it's got one more push down in it before it goes up. This could be a false breakout. S2 at 61.75. 61.92 is 3P again, remember? Suppose we could lock in that extra tick there at 35. 34. We don't want to see it higher than 34 now. Remember, it did not go through 2P. It touched it. There, it went through then. All right, 2P officially run, 61.92. All right, now we're starting to see something here. Red, then blue. All right, we don't want to see S1 now. Let's go ahead and lock in S1. Officially hit R2, P2P, bro, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. 2P right there, 62.12. Finally starting to see some form of capitulation here. Be interesting to see what happens at 61.92, and we have our GAN signal at 59. Do not want to see S1 again now. This is interesting. We saw this last week. It was the exact opposite. We had a red bar print on what should have been a blue, and a red printed. Now we've got a blue that printed on a red side. Very unusual when this happens. Usually, I'm going to tell you it continues a trend at that point. And that just means normal. Closing in on that 3P target. Low of 95 now. Now you can clearly see S2 down there, and plus the original trend line is on the charts. I do like to keep those on sometimes because then you can see where do we see it crossing over 61.33. It looks about 130 if it's coming there, which obviously if it's coming, it's going to come quicker. All right, use this breakpoint of 20 plus 5 plus 3, moving to 23 now. 1.5p is 21. To it, not through it. Wait a minute, 92. All right, 3p officially hit right there. That was that first GAN signal that we saw, and we're going to go ahead and lock in 62.12 now. Call it 62.13. I wish they were all this easy. It's 3p hit there at 61.92. Looking for volume here. Something to compete with that 21.46. Haven't seen it yet. Looks like they've continued to push the market down. We've seen some high red bar volume here. All right, let's go ahead and lock in 3p now. Don't like being on even numbers. I'll exit on an odd. $61.59 is the GAN signal. Let's see if we can get there. We're 50 ticks away, or excuse me, 20 from 59 right now. Got my eyes on volume. Go ahead and lock in 91. Looking for a quick move down here now. We're going to trail the gold line +5 if we can. Maybe. No, you know what? 61.93 is good enough for now. $4P target was 72. It has not officially run the 4P target. 4 is 72. So it needs to come through S2 to get there, right? Now, at some point, this is going to reverse. But hopefully it won't reverse until we run what we saw earlier off of this bar. It can easily run down in between this 100% and run down here to the 24 mark. Hopefully we have enough power to reach into here. It's a stretch, but hey, it's good to have a goal. Starting to get a little violent in here now. Could be a temporary turning point for now. So a 3P exit is fine. We should get 58 ticks, 57. We get lucky enough for it to run again, then hopefully we can at least see the GAN number of 59 and then push down underneath that. Be protecting 59 will be protecting roughly at the 79 level. Comes in here. Now if I was trading 2 today, this makes it really easy. We got an aggressive stop, and then we have the blue bar stop. $200 bar SMA stop. If I was trading 4, it'd probably be 3 off here, 1 here. If I was trading 10, most likely 8 off here, 2 here. 1 to 5 ratio roughly. Three contracts, 2 here, 1 here. 4, 3 here, 1 there. 5, 4 here, 1 there. That's how important it is to take your money when you got it. And the rabbit part of the trade is that ultimate target, in my humble opinion, a lot of times. On this particular trading strategy, the 3P target is that important. It's a huge turning point. I mean, you could almost, and I mean, this is not science, you could almost say this a lot of times ends up being a turning point that gives you a maybe even a long victory for a little bit. Doesn't mean it's going to be done going down. This means that's how important this level is. The average daily range off the inventory report coming down 3 standard deviations, I guess you can call it, or three range, a range of 3. Where range today is officially 16, call it 17 ticks. So 17 times 3 to 20 times 3. So what does that translate out? 60 to 17 by 3. What's that? Can't think today. 51 to 60 range. Maybe we'll get lucky and the market will reward us and allow me to win the combine today, which would be awesome on a day that can be very powerful. This is the end of part 1 right here. This video is coming to an hour. Well, I tried the trick to stop the video to hopefully help it to go down. A little superstition that I like to do sometimes. But it took me out right here at 93. So that's the trade exit on 1. If I was trading 2, we'll follow behind with that for a little bit. 61.98 plus 5 ticks right now. All out 97 is 62.02. All out right now is 62.02. Ollie oxen free. So I end the day at 31,080. So closing in on the goal of 31.5. Was able to pull out 58 ticks on the trade. And I'll be moving hopefully to FTP, maybe if I get lucky enough. Sometime this week, if not next, and then because you only need 5 to move, 5 trading days to move out. So I can physically, if I have the profit level, move out by day 5. I was hoping today would be the day, though, obviously, because it's always easier to trade a trending day like today and stay in it than not. So this is kind of curious what we do down here. And the only way I would stay in this would be with the rabbit side of the trade. This is the turtle. The turtle part of the trade's out. Now you just have the rabbit left. And if you're trailing, you'd be at 99 now. So what did we get to there that took me out? 91.96. So anything above that 96 would have kept me in for now. You know, this is one of those woulda, shoulda, coulda things that I sometimes tell myself, you know, if I didn't move here, you know, and then I was here, you know, the difference being a couple ticks, what's the difference? It's hard. It's hard to be a trader. It's hard to take profits. It's extremely tough to take profits when, especially when, you know, you see this is the low right now, and you're thinking, well, is this the bottom? Well, yes and no. So right now we have 61.75 as a low. Last low before that was 62.20 that I documented. I wouldn't get any lower than this here now. So 96 plus 3, I'd probably hold at 99 now. No lower than 99. You got to use price action before you drop through. See, there's some support right in that area. Resistance now, I should call it. Looking at the fat of the bar right there, and you see that the fat of the bar runs across that pricing 5 times roughly. So what can we expect? If I was looking and if I wanted to put a bet on a retracement, we can retrace back into here, back into here. 62.60, 62.41. That could be our possible retracement, probably back to the retracement level. So stopping here and retracing back up to here before making another decision. So we could see some black lines that move it up to here, and then it could sell off at the end of the day. So best to take profits when they're available, is my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. mean, I guess you could hold 62.01, but if it goes 61.99, it'll go 62.01 too. As far as GAN numbers today, we ran through 39 and 6200. So we went through the GAN 45 and 90-degree angles today. 45 is pretty much every day you see a market that goes 45 degrees one way or the other that's trending. See a 45-degree angle run from an open. And that would be 62.79 to 62.39 today. Just the power of that. I mean, if you're trading 10 contracts all out right there, that's a $5,800 day. That's not bad chump change at any amount. And that's the strategy is designed to go and hold 10. I really never tested it past that point. And honestly, I don't feel comfortable risking in a personal account any greater than that level of contracts. That was my high water mark back in the day, trading 10. And that was where my comfort level kind of kicked in. But if you think of it this way, today 16 is risk divided by 0.02 times 10 times 10. That requires about an $80,000 account. You could say 5%. So risk of 16 today times divided by 0.05 is 320 times 10 because it marks off it. So minimum risk or minimum account size to trade 10 is 32,000. That's a huge difference between the two there. 32,000 to 80,000. That's a difference between 2% and 5% loss on account size per trade. Plus, you got to know what the day trading margin is. I haven't looked into that last couple of months. I just know that it was roughly about 1,000 to 1,500 at the end of the year. 1,800. I've seen some as high as 1,800. I haven't really looked this year. I just know that I can trade on my combine 2 contracts if I wanted to in the funded, but I don't normally like to do that, and especially I'm trying to stay away from doing it on the CLPIT strategy because it racks up some losses quickly. There's 99. So officially, that'd be my exit point on the trading right there today. This trade is over and done. Put a fork in it. So that would be anything that was trailing. So that would be your rabbit side of the trade right there. The tortoise and the hare. So the rabbit side this trade is over and done. So think about if you're trading 10 today and you took 2, you took a little less than 5,800 off the table. Maximum profit, woulda, shoulda, coulda, would have been, what did I get in at? 62.51. And we were looking at 60. We'll use 62.59. I mean 61.59. $92 times 2, 184 ticks on 2, and we had 8, would have been 8 off at 58, 464. Maximum profit on the trading session roughly is 648. So in other words, times 10, 6,480. So, and that's max profit on trading 10 today if it would have run the 59 level, 6480, where you would take 8 off here, and if it would have done this, come through and then come back and run you out, your other 2 would be off there. Now you would let it come through because you're still looking for that lower target, but if it does decide that that was as low, then on the way back up, that would have been that exit. Now you might have only got this up here though. So it might come here and then go up here, and then you might just end it up here. Just never know. It's what the market wants to do, not what you want the market to do. It's what you allow. It's what the market allows for you to happen. Alright, that's going to do it for me in this video in the CLPIT strategy. On trading 1 today, you can notice that we got 58 ticks, 580 bucks. Obviously sim money since I'm back in the combine right now. Waiting for my check. When I see it, if I get it today, it'll be on my video. I heard the mail lady go by just a little bit ago. Notice I called it a mail lady and not a mail man, because we do have a mail lady that delivers our mail. I should, I guess, be politically correct, we should call them mail persons, right? We won't get into the politics of all that, though. You know, gender-specific crap. Let's just be polite and call a lady and a guy, right? And that's what I was grown up to call a person what they are, and be proper, be ethical as best as you can, and try not to hold grudges too much. It's tough sometimes, but keep away from racism and racist comments and thinking, and treat people the way you want to be treated, right? Follow the golden rule. Oh my, who said that? Interesting. All right, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on our next video that we put together. By the way, we did run the 3P target on the trade today, so that was kind of a neat thing to happen, and it does happen. So you just got to be patient with yourself, and if I can control the loss side, man, I'm golden. All right, see you soon. Bye now.